Lately I've been on a kind of drugstore, beauty supply store binge, and I did like a super cheap beauty supply store binge a couple of weeks ago because I'd never used beauty supply store makeup before, and I just kind of wanted to try to see what it was like. So I did that a couple of weeks ago, but the day that I did that, I also went online and I was checking out some other beauty supply store stuff, I guess, and I came across this brand at Sally Beauty, and I'd only ever been to Sally Beauty, I think, like 2 other times before, but I came across this brand called Collab, and apparently it's been out for a while because when I searched YouTube, I saw like a bunch of demos and first impressions on it. Was it demos and first impressions? I saw a lot of PR stuff on it. I didn't really see anybody who had actually purchased the brand with their own money do any kind of reviews on it. So I took my happy self to Sally's and I picked up a couple of things from them because there's a Sally's right up the street. I picked up a couple of things from them. I picked up an eyeshadow palette. Of course, you know I picked up the foundation because, hey, it's me. I picked up the eyeshadow palette. I picked up the foundation, and at first that was all I picked up, and I didn't get around to doing the video. So today I went back up to Sally's and I returned the eyeshadow palette because I have so many eyeshadow palettes, and eyeshadow is not really my thing. To me, it takes a whole lot of effort, and I'll do it, but eyeshadow is not really my thing. So I went up, I returned the eyeshadow palette, and I got something else, and it was a good thing that I did also because with every $14.99 purchase from Collab Beauty, or maybe anything at all, you get this really cute 3-piece makeup bag set, so yay to that. Anyway, I went back up and I purchased, I had already gotten the foundation. This foundation is the Meet Your Matte foundation, and this one is $14.99. Medium to full coverage, soft focus, matte finish. It blurs imperfections. Velvety smooth, highly pigmented formula blends effortlessly to create a soft focused effect on the skin that's perfectly matte, never flat. Blurs the look of imperfections for a flawless airbrush appearance. Medium to full coverage with a modern matte finish. Now, we're going to see if that's for true because as you can probably tell, I'm using a new camera, so you can see everything on my face. You can see all of my discoloration, all of my imperfections. So we gonna see. We gonna see. I got one of the what is it called? The filter highlighting liquid, and I got it in the color Midnight Toast. These are also $14.99, just like the foundation. I got Midnight Toast even though I generally don't like these dark bronzy colors because the other colors look to be way too light, and I was just like, nope. And then I got one of the Soft Spot Sheer Blushes in the color Meet Cute. If I could just open it. And it looks like that. That's the Soft Spot Sheer Blush in Meet Cute. And then I got one of the Matte Addiction Liquid Lips colors in Come Over, which is kind of a unique mid-tone pink. Looks like that. I think it's gorgeous. Cannot wait to use it. So honestly, I got this highlighter in the hopes that it would replace my Becca Topaz liquid highlighter, because for as much as I love that Becca highlighter, I can feel it on my skin and I'm never a fan of that. So let's see if I can. Please don't be broken, because it was the last one in the store. Okay, so it's not exactly like the Becca. It looks more like that. I don't know how I feel about that yet. We'll see. Alright, so once again, this is the Meet Your Matte foundation from Collab, and it is number 9, the second to last shade in the range, and here we go. Takes a lot. Okay, it doesn't come out very easily. It comes out in like very thin strands, which can be a good or a bad thing. Now, first off, looking at this, it's neutral. So this is probably going to look absolute shit on me, but we're going to try it anyway. I am highly disappointed right now. Yeah, this looks very neutral. I could be wrong. I could put it on and it could look perfect, but okay, so far so good actually. I'm not really sure what it looks like on camera because, like I said, it's a new camera and I have not set up a viewfinder for it yet because it doesn't have a viewfinder where I can see myself. So this is all very weird to me. I'm talking into a camera but I can't see anything, so I don't even know if my angles are right. So this might actually be a rather interesting video by the time I'm done with it, but I will eventually set up a viewfinder either on my laptop or something, but for now I'm looking in my vanities mirror over there, and from what I can see so far, it doesn't suck. It really doesn't suck. I actually kind of really like the finish. I really need to handle this mustache situation. It's getting out of hand. Okay guys, so that's one coat. Sure, why not? This is one coat on this side of my face and then there's nothing on this side. How does it look? Does it look like it covered stuff to you guys? I actually have more hyperpigmentation on the other side of my face, so you'd probably be better able to tell from that side. But so far, I kind of really like what's happening here. So let's just continue, shall we? Yeah. Guys, so this is my face with one layer over my whole face, and that is pretty, that's pretty decent coverage. Wow, okay. I'm going to go back in with a little bit more because, like I said, I do have a meeting. I do have a meeting in a little while, and yeah, I just kind of want to go in with a little bit more. So, yeah. Okay, guys, so I usually wait until the end to put on my setting powder and bronze the perimeters of my face, but I actually went ahead and did it already because the foundation had already started to slip. Like right here it was just kind of gone, and then over here in the corner as well. Here is the final look with the lipstick. I'm pretty sure that my camera cut out at one point, and this is the problem with not having a viewfinder. I don't know exactly where it cut out, so I don't know what was missed, but in any case, I'm just going to go over really quickly what I'm wearing. I'm wearing the filter highlighting liquid fluid. When I first tried this, I thought that maybe it was a little bit too subtle, but I'm wearing it right now and I actually really like it. It is the kind of highlighter that I like, very subtle. The consistency of this also is really good because it's the kind that you can mix in with your foundation to give your foundation a little bit of a glow if it's too matte. So this is really, I really like this. This is the Matte Addict liquid lipstick, and this one is $9.99. I don't think I said that before. It is $9.99. That's the color right there. I am probably not going to wear this to my meeting because I do not think it's appropriate for the kind of meeting that I'm going to. Now, if it was a makeup meeting, okay, sure, but it's not that kind of meeting, so I'm probably going to take it off so when I come home later and I do the wrap up, it won't be this color. But this is the finish. That's what it looks like. I find the formula to be a little thin. I had to use 2 coats, and I'm pretty sure that's where the camera cut out. I had to use 2 coats to get this much color on my lips, and it's not really a whole lot of color. So it's okay. It's not terrible. I've used worse. It's not terrible, and I actually really do like the color because I don't think I have a color like this in my collection, and I have a huge collection. So the soft spot sheer blush is not as sheer as it would like you to believe. This is the color Meet Cute. Let me do a little swatch because I don't think I did one before. It is a pinky mauve, the kind of shade that I tend to go for. That's kind of like my go-to shade. So this works out really, really well for me. These are I think these are $11.99. Then there's this. I am not really sure how I feel about this. The jury is still out on this. It didn't cover as well as I anticipated that it would. It doesn't have a whole lot of coverage, and I feel like I gave it enough time to get dry enough to get some coverage. Also, it's very emollient, so it kind of slips a little bit. It kind of migrated all the way over here, and I kind of had to bring her back into focus because she was not concentrating. So yeah, the jury's still out on this, but as a color corrector, I feel like I would have to apply a whole lot because my dark circles are pretty dark, even though they probably don't look as dark on camera. I feel like I would have to apply a whole lot for me to see the results that I desire. If this were a deeper peach, then yeah, if this were a deeper peach, I believe that it would work better, and if it were less emollient. But I mean, I'll still use this. Don't get me wrong, I'm still going to use it. But it's not something, this is something I'm going to reach for when what I prefer to use I run out of and I haven't replaced as yet. Now, the foundation. I'm really on the fence about this foundation. It's supposed to be a demi-matte foundation, but until I applied my setting powder, it was still looking quite dewy. I do not like a dewy finish because I have combination oily skin, so the powder that I used to set it was the Urban Decay Velvetizer because that tends to keep me very matte. The color also looked very what's the word I'm looking for? Neutral. Hello? Seriously? Yeah, the color looked very neutral when I pumped it on the back of my hand, but when I put it on, it seemed to adapt to my skin. Right now, I think it looks pretty good. It did oxidize a little bit, I think, when I was wearing it on camera. When I first put it on, it did oxidize a little bit, right? Am I crazy? Let me know if I'm crazy. Because I was sitting here and I was looking at it and I was like, wait a second. That looks like it oxidized in like the 5 minutes I've been wearing it. But when I put the velvetizer back on top of it, like it was there before. When I put the velvetizer on top of it, the color kind of sort of came together. And so I like what I have going on here right now. Only time will tell whether or not it stays looking this matte for right now. But if I'm going to give you my first impressions of this foundation, at this point, I don't like it. But, you know, things can get better, right? Yeah. So even if I'm probably going to wind up keeping this foundation because I lost my receipt, so I can't really take it back. But if I do wind up keeping this foundation, it's not one that I'm probably going to reach for, like, at all. So, yeah. But yeah, like I said before, it was $5.45. So I don't know what time it is now. It is now 6:30. My meeting is supposed to be at 8. So I anticipate that I should be back here maybe around 10:30 or 11 o'clock. And yeah, then I will give you my thoughts on how well everything held up. 10:30 and I am back, and yeah, if it seems like I'm rushing through this wrap up, I kind of am. I really want to get this foundation off my face. So let's see what it looks like. So the first thing that I noticed about it was that, like, literally right here, all of the foundation is gone. It kind of, it's kind of slipped over to this side of my face. So, like, there's a line of demarcation right here. The coverage from over here is gone. It has sunken into my smile lines on the side of my face, which never ever happens to me. What else? It's gotten a little bit oily on my cheeks, and yeah, that's pretty much it. However, I can feel it on my face, and my face is like really, really itchy and uncomfortable, and has been since a couple of minutes after I took the foundation off. Like, I'm scratching my nose because, like, yeah, it's just not comfortable. The feeling of it is really not something that I can, it's really not something that I can deal with. This is not something that, I'm not wearing this foundation again, because I cannot stand to have, to feel the foundation on my face. I can't stand it. Like, I was sitting in the meeting, and the whole time that I was sitting in the meeting, I was trying so hard not to scratch my face, and I just looked like I was fidgeting, and that's just, like, looked really unprofessional, and I was just like, I was low-key really irritated by that, like, for real. Like, I was really irritated that I was, like, fidgeting all over the place from this damn foundation. But yeah, I can feel it on my face. That's not a good look. I don't like to be able to feel my foundation, and not only feel it, but, like, it's kind of itchy, so now I'm scared that when I wash it off on my face, that it's going to leave some kind of allergic reaction. I'm not really looking forward to that. But yeah, that foundation is definitely a no for me. Thanks for tuning in again. As usual, I hope that, you know, my review was helpful in helping you decide whether or not you wanted to pick up some of these things from the Collab brand from Sally Beauty. Like I said, it's not a terrible brand. It's just not, I don't know, I'm underwhelmed by it, I suppose. It's okay. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely not saying that it's a bad brand at all. I'm just saying, as far as I'm concerned, it's just okay. There's nothing inherently wrong with the products. It's just, they're just okay products. The price point is nice though, and the packaging looks very professional. So, you know, that's a plus for me. There's nothing wrong with the products with the exception of the foundation. I would probably repurchase all of these products. If I were just starting out in makeup, and I think that's probably why I'm underwhelmed by it, because I'm not just starting out in makeup. But if I were someone who was just starting out in makeup and I didn't have a lot of money, it's a really good brand to try. And I think Sally Beauty is everywhere in the US, so it's really accessible. Also, you can get everything online. But yeah, it's a decent brand, and it might be worth your money. So check it out if you were thinking about it. As usual, it's been real, it's been fun. I'm gonna go wash my face, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.